Let's take a look at that other window over there. So let's talk about Jim Walters' houses. Jim Walters was a place down in, I believe, South Georgia that used to build prefab houses. And when I got my first real construction job, I went to work for this one-armed man named Henry. And there was a bunch of boys from down in South Georgia that worked for Jim Walters, and Jim Walters was on strike. And they couldn't work. So they all went to work for Henry. So there's a whole crew of them. We building apartments over on the north side of Atlanta. I say north side, yeah, out towards Stone Mountain. And Henry was crazy in one way. His hand had been burned off in some kind of accident, I don't know what. He had this other guy working with him named Travis, and Travis was crazier than Henry was in a different kind of way. Travis was a little scary, but he couldn't fight. He was always picking fights with everybody, but he never did win. Everybody on the job site beat him up, except me, and I never did try, but it didn't slow him down from fighting. But anyway, all these boys was working for Henry, and Henry, I used to ride to work with him, and he was always talking about what he was going to do is build up his credit really good, and then one day he's going to charge up all his credit cards and leave the country. And one week came around and it was payday and Henry didn't show up and there wasn't no checks, and the foreman of the job site said, well, I gave him the money. If he didn't pay y'all, he ran off with it. It ain't my fault. I paid. So all them boys didn't get their pay. I think I quit the week before that, so it didn't affect me, but that was a bad thing. Henry ran off with everybody's money and left everybody holding the bag. I doubt if he was able to grab enough money to live very long, because you know, back in the 70s, early, I guess that could have been in the 60s, late 60s, you could get as much money as you could get from a credit card, and by today's standards you wouldn't live very long on it. Anyway, that's another story. I hope all them boys did okay. They's a good bunch. Even Travis, crazy as he was, I liked him a lot. I'll tell you all about Travis and Pickle Factory. Another one working on the side there. Right now I'm just gonna very gently. I'll go outside and take a look at what I'm doing.